Welcome back, you guys. We're so happy to have you here. This is the Speak On It podcast. I'm your co-host, Melody.
And I'm your other co-host, Rebecca.
Join us, two best friends, as we unleash our personalities, as we dive into it all. Expect us to share our perspectives, give you advice, and give you the truth going through this crazy thing called life.
Yes, get ready for lots of laughter, love, genuine conversation between the two of us, and just, wisdom and knowledge and the truth.
Yes, that God gives us throughout this journey.
And just join us as we not only speak on it, but act on it too. And we are so happy to have you here for our second part 2 of our first episode, the Q&A. Now, the last little episode was really cute. We had some really cute questions that you guys submitted. Thank y'all for submitting your questions because they were really good. And this part 2, we're getting into a little bit deeper stuff here, okay? You might see a little tear from me or, we never know. It's not really out of character for me to cry, so. But also not out of character for me to laugh. So, just join us as we get into a little bit deeper stuff. And thank you for submitting these deep questions. You guys really gave us things to think about as we were reading through these. And it was really hard to pick which questions to, ask because they were all really good. So thank y'all for
also if you see my little flashcards in our little flashcards
on my phone,
don't be hating, okay?
We have our questions.
We gotta know what questions they are,
Okay, we have a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll start off by asking, now this is still a little generic, but we have a lot to say about this topic right here, so let's get into it. Our first question for this is, what are our hobbies? What is something that we love to do? Now, we can go each person. I know that we have one very much in common, but let's get into it.
Okay, so for hobby, well, you guys know, like from the first episode, we're music girlies. So hobbies, but also a passion, singing.
We're working late because we are singers.
Yeah. But
she ate with that one, cause same.
But so singing, that's a big one. I know something for me that's like more like not even that deep, but like I crochet. I love crocheting. That's a hobby. I like doing stuff with my hands.
She's really good at it.
I like crocheting. I'm trying to get back into it actually because I need to.
I've been telling her she needs to start a business, a little business.
Yeah, I love crocheting.
Sell some things.
It's like mostly like I love doing like bags, purses, like tote bags, and then I like bucket hats now. Like I like making ruffle bucket hats and bucket hats, and then also in the winter like beanies, and toboggans.
I want a little bucket hat. That's perfect for the hot weather we have here in North Carolina.
Right now,
it's 90-something degrees outside. Absolutely disgusting.
Like right now, it is hot. So
very hot and humid outside, and we do not like it.
Do not like it.
And you'll have to. So sorry, I switch accents sometimes here and there.
Yeah.
So
my bad.
Get used to it. Look, we're being authentic.
If there's anybody who like is from over there and they watch this, like I'm sorry for you because I know it's terrible, but it's just so fun. I know y'all do it too.
Yeah.
Y'all do it too.
Yeah, surely.
It's fun.
Surely, right?
Yeah.
Is it interesting to do an American accent?
They do it. I've seen videos. They definitely do.
Really?
And they be making fun of.
They probably do like Valley Girl.
Yes, I was about
like,
to say.
Oh my god.
They'll be like, sorry. Or they'll try to do country accent.
Me too.
Or
me
people,
too.
Or
we have that in common.
From like New York, I've seen them do like New York accents.
We got my friend back here. You all can't see her, but we went to a rodeo, a week or two ago. And me not knowing how to act, I just, a little Latina, experiencing a rodeo for the first time. I just, and I had my red boots on that we talked about earlier. I had my red cowboy boots, and I was like, well, y'all, I just can't wait to get this rodeo started. And I just, literally just the whole night, I just started talking like that. And I feel like some people maybe thought I actually talked like that, but it was cute. A little Southern Belle, cute little country accent. I love it.
No,
I love it.
It does not.
I love it.
Southern Belle.
Okay, well,
sorry.
It gave country. Okay, it did. At one point, it did, and it was funny. It was. We were Kiki King all night. It was fun.
Yeah, I was not there for that one, but
yes,
I will the next time.
Sorry, I don't even know how we got on this topic, but.
Hobbies.
Sorry. Hobbies. My hobby includes accents. So, no. So my hobbies, obviously, besides singing, I guess playing the piano kind of is into that. I did kind of teach myself in a way, but I've had help from my father. Shout out to you, Dad, part 2.
Yo,
He's helped me with everything. But another hobby, which is kind of a hobby, but it's also a side job for me as well. I'm actually a makeup artist. I love makeup. I love beauty. I love to do fun, crazy stuff.
you guys need to follow MUA.
Follow me on Instagram if you want. MUA by Bex, BEX.
Instagram.
I haven't, it's just, I love to do it. That was definitely self-taught. Like everything I've done, I've never been anywhere professionally to get a license or anything. Everything has just been by YouTube.
No, but she's like actually really good, and like some of her stuff is like better than like people who would call themselves professionals.
That's crazy.
Nah, it is. It is.
She's
nice. Still like, you know, getting her little groove or whatever, but like, nah, like it is.
Yeah,
it is.
I enjoy doing makeup. I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy telling the girlies what to buy, what to avoid, and I just love watching it. Like I love being challenged too by makeup. Like I love the challenges people do. I wish my talents in makeup translated to hair. Clearly they do not.
Oh yeah, I love doing hair. Oh y'all, it's so funny because like us being best friends. So like she does the makeup. I don't really even wear makeup. Like this, right? Like my little eyeliner, like little concealer. Like that's a lot for me.
It eats
a little.
That's all she needs.
That's like a lot for me. Like I usually don't. I just started doing mascara a lot because I'm trying to like my lashes and stuff, and then I maybe might do some eyebrows. But then so she if I need makeup stuff, like I'll ask her, and then like I like doing hair too, so like she'll ask me for like hair tips and hair stuff and like things like that. So it's like the opposite. It's kind of
we just wherever we lack, we just balance each other out, which I love. So you know, if it will,
sorry.
Listen, there's a word in that. There's a word in that. Okay. Jesus.
Okay,
but yes, it's a hobby, but it's a little bit deeper than a hobby. Both, I think, for us. And then besides that, I don't really know if there's anything else really. Sometimes I like to do a little photography here and there, but barely ever.
I love doing my own nails. Don't look at these. Like, do not zoom in on this camera. Do not zoom in on this, please. Because
zoom in on it.
They look a little crusty right now. And
I
don't like this color.
I like it.
But I'm getting into like I love doing my nails, and like I want to do like I want to get the poly gel kit and like the gel XL.
I want to learn the gel X. I want to learn.
Yeah.
Soon we won't need to be going anywhere to get anything done. We can just do it ourselves.
With these prices. Oh,
you know.
You're like, I need. Oh.
No, I can't. $75, $65.
But like, it's like I love y'all because that's y'all thing, and like, yes, like get paid, but like me. I want to learn how to do it.
It's too much. I would love to learn how to do it.
I'm saving right now. I can't.
Same. We're balling on a budget, and that's okay. In this economy,
the money is circulating.
Amen.
And Jesus has it.
Amen.
It's circulating.
It's circulating.
It's gonna drop.
Yes, we'll be okay.
But
yeah. I think that's hobbies. If you could do one thing for life, what would you do? I think we both.
So I would actually extend that. Like, yes, singing. Like, we would both like be singing, and like, cause we're both musicians, and like that's just something that we're really, really passionate about. And like, I went to school for singing, and like that's just I would love to be singing, but I would love to be singing in ministry. Like, let's talk about it because it's not just singing, but I would love to like go around the world or like go on tour. And, like, you know, like these people, like these big bands, Maverick City or like different things like that are on tour and that are just ministering to thousands and thousands of people. Like, I would love to do that.
Me too.
I would love to do that.
The exact same answer as hers.
Yeah, I would love to.
We'd love to record our own music, write our own music, and go out to everywhere and just spread the gospel that way.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my dream. I think it's funny because we've had the same dream since we were younger, and we always thought it was to be famous and to do this, and you know,
with the Lord was like, y'all two, I got something for y'all.
It's like we thought it in a different perspective with like secular music, but now we're like, no, like we want to use this for the Lord to make disciples of the nations and, you know, just to glorify Jesus. Yeah. So we still have the same dream. It's just the foundation has changed. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's good. That's good.
It's so nice you're going to say it twice.
So nice. So nice.
The same foundation. No, the same dream.
The same dream.
But the
different foundation
has now changed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Amen.
Stronger foundation.
Stronger. Better. Better foundation. Greater.
Okay.
Firm foundation.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
So,
we went on a tangent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, just the third part to this. How did we find our passion? I think you already kind of mentioned it, but did it only start in school, or was there
for me, I feel like music just in my family was a very, very big thing. Growing up, like my dad plays the piano, my mom sings, my brother is a jazz musician. He also went to school for music. He plays about everything.
Yeah.
He plays everything.
He really does.
And like, oh my gosh, for my music people, he has perfect pitch, y'all. And like, that's like, I wish I could have that. And like, he doesn't talk about it because he doesn't want to be the one that's like, oh, I have perfect pitch and like whatever. But literally you could hit something, be like, ding, and he'd be like, what note is this? And he'll be like, that's an A sharp.
That's a B flat.
And I'm like, do you know how easy that would make things like me? But I'm more of like relative pitch. This is music talk, y'all. Sorry for the people who are not musicians. Like relative pitch is just like, I can tell when something is off key. I can find the key, but not with the specific notes. Okay. But stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of where, and that's why I really love harmonies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, music's for me started in my family kind of, because growing up, like everybody was just musical. My dad playing stuff. We grew up in the church together, so like all of us were singing. When my brother started to get into instruments, his main instrument is a saxophone. Like he was playing at the church too, so we all just kind of was from there. So then that's kind of where it started for me.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
For me, it's like the same. Like my family's very musical. My dad is a musician. He's a recording producer. He just a huge music background. Like everything that I've learned through him. I did do choir my whole life up until high school, and my high school teacher, we almost did we did college level stuff and we learned college level things in high school. So I'm very grateful for that background. But a lot of what I learned now too is from church. And like she said, we grew up in church together. We've been singing from a very young age. I remember my mom actually told me this story a while ago, but she told me that, as a baby or as a toddler, like instead of waking up at night crying or in the morning crying, I would wake up singing.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know. No, she did not.
Yeah, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy that I've literally been singing since I've been out the womb. Like, that's crazy.
And I have a story too, because my mom, so my name is Melody, and like you hear us talking about singing and like music, and a lot of times I get like, wait, like, huh? Like, that's so interesting. Like, that just fits so perfect. And like, like stuff like that, right? And for me, it's just like, so it just brings me back as I'm older too. It brings me back to like my roots, which the real roots is God and the creator, because my mom, when she had a dream, she was wondering what to name me. I was about to be named Ariel because she loved the Little Mermaid. It was either going to be Ariel or Jessie, right? Because we have a Jessie in my family. And she had a dream because she didn't feel quite right about it still. And she had a dream, and the Lord came to her in this dream and said to her, name her Melody, for she shall be a song to the hearts of many. And I have that tatted on me. Sure. And that's how my name was Melody. And God also kind of blessed her in a way, because when the next Little Mermaid came out, Ariel's daughter's name was Melody. I don't know if y'all.
I didn't even.
So that was literally Jesus.
Oh wow.
That was literally like God.
Jesus.
And like
Little Mermaid, if you hear this, yeah.
Yeah. So that was literally God, and I just love that. Like it just makes me appreciate him so more, and it makes me appreciate like the gift more, because it's a gift that came straight from him, and so like he deserves all the glory for it. But yeah, that's my little story too. So I legit, when I was like 2, 3, just singing and talking.
Singing and talking.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. But, I mean, that sounds about right for us. So.
But yeah, that's like the gist of our passions.
It's been generational, basically, our love for music and everything. It's just generational. My family would sing, my aunts, my mom. My grandma was a worship leader. My dad is a worship leader. Now I'm a worship leader. Like, it's literally a generational thing.
Speaking of generational, like, I really do think that, and like sometimes like your children, like if there's something that like your parents were either supposed to do or wanted to do or whatever that they didn't quite do, like God will put an anointing on the child so that the child can bring out the gift. Because I feel like for us, like we have been like such examples to our families and for our families, like with this gift, like I just believe that God has been doing like a lot of stuff and wants to do more with this gift that like he gave us through us first. Like just coming from those musical families, like it's really different, especially since we tapped into like our relationship with God like so young, which like my parents maybe have not, whatever, but it's like it's just something different. It's really just amazing to see and witness what's happening.
But we're thankful to the Lord.
For real.
And I'm excited to see where he takes us and the people around us, because we have very talented friends.
Yes.
Very talented friends, and it's just amazing. So
yes.
Who knows what's in store? Who knows what's in store?
The next question though is just describing this will take it a little back because we just went like kind of deep, so it's like taking it back to just,
but it's okay,
because this is deeper episode.
This is deeper.
But this is like describe your perfect day, like the perfect day.
Oh geez,
for you, like your perfect day.
I really don't know. Like,
you don't know a perfect day?
I don't know. I just feel like
I know.
Okay, go first, because I need to think about mine.
I feel like mine. Okay, first, I don't play by my sleep. That's one thing.
True. She does.
So a day where I could just sleep as long as I wanted to, however long, nobody interrupt my sleep. I get like a perfect night's sleep. It's great. I wake up feeling like I slept like a baby for however long. I don't know. That's first. That's step number one. I'm really simple though. Like maybe if it was like somewhere like super tropical like the Maldives or like something like that, and I wake up, now I'm sleeping. Okay, we're setting the scene. I'm sleeping however long that I want to, and then I wake up, and then we're at the Maldives somewhere, and like I can legit just walk up and jump in the water from my room.
She is a mermaid. She likes to play mermaid.
I am a mermaid. Okay. Melody, a mermaid. Back to Ariel. This is not a coincidence. Okay. No. Okay. But so yeah, jump in the water and then maybe just chill. Like whenever I get married, like with the hubby, good old day, eat some good food, like some real good food. Like that is just like the flavors are melting in my tongue. Like
the flavors are melting in my tongue.
Good
oh my gosh,
food.
I forgot about that. Unlock the memory. Holy.
But like some good food. I don't know. Like okay, so food. Maybe a nap. I love naps. I love naps. If I don't have like my nails done and all that stuff, maybe like a spa day, like something. I've never had like a massage, like a professional massage, and like I actually want to experience that. So like maybe like nails, toes, spa, like massage, things like that. And then probably also I didn't add Jesus into this day, so I'm gonna take my time with Jesus. Probably either read my Bible or pray, whatever. Probably like if the water, that's beautiful, like right there. I know they be having them like hammock things, like right on the water. I'll bring my Bible out there and just be looking at the creation like, dang, this look nice. And then reading. And then I already said nice food. Maybe like go out somewhere. I like music, so like maybe like go out somewhere that's like around the island or something. I don't know. That's a dream day.
Yeah,
I guess
that's cute.
A dream day.
That's cute. I like
and then like I said, like whenever I get married, like me and the hubby, you know, doing those things.
Yeah. Wow.
Doing husby wifey things. And then what else?
I think we're good. I think we're good.
Eat some more food.
Okay.
Yeah, cause food.
I think we're nervous.
Why?
No, just
I
know
said when I'm married, okay?
Yeah, no, we know.
Okay. Cause what you telling me you not gonna want to do the husby wifey things? Be so for real.
Listen, my family might be listening. I don't want them to.
Okay, my mom.
I mean, yes, it glorifies God if you're married, and we
yes, I said when I'm married and this is my dream day, and I'm at a tropical island, like. Be so for real.
Okay. Perfect day for me. Perfect day for me. I don't know. I think it'll change, but right now.
Oh yeah, it might change.
With my imaginary husband, because I don't even have a boyfriend, so we'll just bear with me, okay? I just imagine being in my home and the windows being open, the curtains flowing, the wind flowing in, waking up, sleeping in, but like my sleeping in is like 9-10 a.m. now, so probably that. Waking up to breakfast in bed, I think would be so cute, with the windows open and just hearing the birds and the nature outside. And then I imagine my husband being there, bringing me breakfast in bed. And then I think it'll be cool to have time with the Lord together, like us just being there, reading the bed and eating and just reading the Bible and just praying, just being in that moment together. And then we go to our walk-in closets after we're done.
The walk-in
closet. We get in a very fashionable outfits, and we go for a day of
matching outfits.
Coordinating, maybe.
Okay, yes,
but
that's technically what my mind meant. Like,
yeah, coordinating. Matching, it can be okay, but coordinating is good. And then I just imagine us taking our car with the windows down and some music blasting, and then going out for a drive to who knows. I really love amusement parks. I think it'd be so fun to go to an amusement park together and like go have fun that way. Going to rides, just being silly and just like, just being in there. I love amusement parks. I like dates and stuff. I love to be active. Like dinner, movie is cute, but like I love things where I can be active, like talking and roasting you about this and how you're playing. Like I love interactive dates. It makes me less nervous. So I think like just doing stuff like that would be fun. So maybe going to an amusement park together, but if not, I love shopping. So I think us going shopping together, kind of like buying each other outfits and just staying cute and getting some ice cream during some time at the point would be so cute. A little ice cream.
That sounds like a good day.
And then we come back home and we make pasta. And while we make pasta, we have jazz music playing in the back. Like some old-timey, like Frank Sinatra, Billie Holiday.
Because you definitely know the husby-wifey things is coming after jazz music, after dinner.
Listen, I'm trying to have a wholesome moment here. You're getting into the crazy stuff. We're making dinner at home together, okay? We have wine, we have our pasta, and with the music in the background, with a vinyl, first of all, on a vinyl, and we're playing with the vinyl. And as we're making food, we stop and we start dancing together in the kitchen. So wholesome. And we have dinner, and then maybe we watch a movie or whatever, and then,
Yeah.
No, you don't know what I was going to say. We just go sleep.
Okay, Rebecca. Anyways.
People don't need to know other things, okay? Yeah. You can think what you think.
She's definitely doing the husby wife.
Okay.
Okay. But anyways, speaking of perfect, actually, like your day.
Mine kind of eats. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, yours kind of ate. Mine is more like I'm like thinking like because a dream vacation, like it's just like what would I
like that though. I mean, it's a good day for a vacation. I was just thinking like mine is like a
regular day.
Like pay attention to the small things. Like I love paying attention to the small things.
Like that's why I was like, dang. Like,
that's why I was like waking up to the breeze and everything would be so cute. And
waking up to
and obviously ending the night with the Lord. Like we have to pray and just
that's a good day. Speaking of perfect, okay, so we talked about perfect day. So technically, what does your quotations? You'll see why it's quotations. Perfect life look like for you in 5 to 10 years.
5 to 10 years. Let's see. I'll be 33 by 10 years. So
yeah,
good. Oh, okay. Thank you. No, thank you, Jesus. If we make the 33, that's a blessing. Bro. Perfect life. I would like to be married. Married. No later than 30 because I would hope to have at least one kid by 30. I would like to build our own home, like have a nice place. I don't know exactly where. I don't want to be like super distant where we're not near people if there's an emergency, but I don't necessarily want to be like next door neighbors with somebody. So I think, and especially if you're going to build your own home, like I think you need turf for that.
Yeah,
you need turf. So definitely building it with our own home that we built, at least having one kid, lots of cats. I love cats, but you know, I want a husky and I want a golden as well, a little golden puppy, so cute.
Like
and
a golden retriever.
Yeah, golden retriever. And my husband will be at his job or doing whatever he's doing, and I will be at home running my own business as a makeup artist, I think. I will have my grand piano in my home, and I will have my clients come in and to get their makeup done day by day, and my own little makeup studio. And I will also have a little recording studio there too, a little mini recording studio, so I can do my own stuff.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what my perfect life looks like.
It sounds good. But like mine is pretty much like I would, like I said, like 10 years, like married. I also do want to have at least one kid before 30 too.
Yeah, or by 30, I think for me.
Yeah. Like when I was little, I used to be like, oh, I want to have my first kid at 27 or 28.
Yeah.
That's
I think early 30s for me is good to start. I'm not in a rush.
But yeah, married, have a first kid, have like that job that we were explaining at the beginning with singing. That would be perfect if like that was my career at that point.
Yeah.
I also like building a home.
Yes.
Like that is something that I definitely want to do. So either like at that point in the house already, like the dream build, whatever that is, with me and the future husband's ideas, be in that house. I love dogs. And I kind of, as I'm getting older, like I used to want like a little, like the littlest dog was probably like a French bulldog or something like that I used to like, or a Boston Terrier. But I want 2 big dogs. And like the big dogs that I like pits, I like Dobermans, I like Cane Corsos, I like what are they? Rottweilers. Like I love the big dogs because by that time, like I know that financially, like I will be good, so like I can pay for them to get like trained to be like my like protector dogs, but also be like very good with people type thing. So I definitely want at least 2 dogs. I don't know. And I'm just chilling. Like, I know that I would also kind of either want to be making, like, passive income, or, like, if that career is my job, then, like, I go on tour and that's where I make my money and then I come back. Or, or things like that, are getting paid for music in some type of way, shape, or form.
For sure.
So that I can just enjoy life and relax. Yeah.
Paid for music would be good.
Yeah, it really would. Paid for music.
Yeah.
Paid for passion.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yep.
But yeah, that's probably and I said quotations, perfect life, right? Because technically, like, when
we don't know what the Lord has.
Yeah, it's like we never know.
I could plan all I want.
You can plan anything you want, but if the Lord says that that's not what He wants for you, then what you want does not matter.
Yep.
So it's like
it's His will for our life.
Yeah, so that's why it's in quotations for me, because it's like, this might be your idea, but is it the Lord's idea for you?
Does it align with my will? We don't know.
Yeah, and you know, that's just something that's like praying, like, oh, like, Lord, like, let these desires be your desires, so that one day they will come into fruition, because that's really good. But it does tell us, I haven't even really, like, I think somebody asked that question, but I haven't even really thought about that really, because I know that, like, even biblically it says to not worry about tomorrow, because today.
That's why it's hard for me to imagine my perfect life, because it's like, I'm
not worried about that.
I can't. I
don't worry about what's going on right now.
Yeah, literally just focus on today and how I can make today the best it can be, and glorify God in today, and not worry about tomorrow.
Because when you start thinking like that, one, you do start making your own way, you start planning, you start controlling, and then you start like to worry about, oh, well, what if this
especially if you put a timeline for yourself and you're not even in that timeline, it's like
what if this doesn't happen, or what if I don't get here, or like how do I, you start like
I'm trying to get, trying to avoid timelines, because it gets scary.
Yeah, it really does.
It gets,
because your brain just starts like being so focused.
It gets discouraging.
Yeah,
it gets discouraging.
Your brain, especially for this generation, because it's like they think that like we're supposed to be like ready and now.
And I think that's a good segue into our next question, which is, what is some good advice that you have received? Or what's the best advice that you received?
The best advice. You go first. Actually.
So I was gonna say, kind of like, don't put a timeline on things, because truly, we don't know what tomorrow brings, and we just have to do the best to make the best of everything that we do every single day. But the best advice I've received.
That's the best advice that you would give? Is that
maybe give.
Okay.
I would have to think about it deeper, but for what I've received, one thing I remember as I was younger, I was very nervous about singing. It was actually someone at church. She told me this, but I was really nervous to sing because it was like the first time I think I sang solo, and it was during Christmas, and the Christmas stuff was really intense. So I was nervous. And I told her I was nervous because she could tell, and she told me, like, it's good that you're nervous, because when you're nervous, that means you care and that you want to do good. And now if I tell myself, if I'm nervous, which, sometimes I do get nervous sometimes, and sometimes it's before a job interview or something new happening, like, it means that you care, and it's good that you want to do care, because that means if you care about something, you want to do good.
Right.
So I think that's good advice, and I still tell people this now. I mean, me as a worship leader, I have people that I am, raising up as worship leaders as well, and they tell me they get nervous, and I'm like, it's okay to be nervous. You want to do good. Like, that's the kind of advice I tell them. But remember, like, this is one-on-one with you and the Lord. It's not about anyone else. And you're just nervous because you want to do good, and that's a good thing, that you want to have a good standard and you want to do well.
Yeah,
so
that is really
there was something else that I had to come to mind, but I can't remember right now.
Okay. Well, I'll yap.
You'll yap, and maybe it'll come to me. We'll see.
You can see if it goes through, because I have 3 different ones that have stood out really, really importantly, I guess, like, in my life. But the first one is, I actually received most of them recently besides one. But doubt your doubts before you doubt God.
That's good.
Doubt your doubts before you doubt God.
That'll
and
preach.
That came from one of our friends. He said that to me, and that, like, for me, like, is just so important, because I dealt with a lot of overthinking and fear and stuff like that really, really bad about a year ago. And the way that my mind just started spiraling, doubting, worrying, like, everything about everything was just not of God. And it just was pushing me away. It really was pushing me away from God in that sense. And, like, so just something like that being said, and it's like, and also, like, if you have anything that, like, God told you, because that's kind of what it was centered around. It's like, oh, what if this is gonna happen? Like, I know you said this, but, like, all this stuff is happening. Like, what if this like, all this
speaking
stuff,
of me.
all this stuff, and it's like you have to doubt those thoughts that are coming into your mind before you ever doubt a promise that God has promised you.
That's right.
And, like, that's one thing that, like, that's why that was so important to me, because it's like I was starting to doubt stuff that I know, like, 100% that God showed me, because he's confirmed it. And it's like, why did I ever start to doubt that before I doubted the thing that was formed from flesh or formed from the enemy? Like, how did that even happen?
That's good.
So that, like, that one stood out for me, and I'm grateful to that friend for speaking that into my life at that moment, because he really made a difference and probably didn't even know. Yeah. But the other one is guard your heart.
Yes.
And that is from my mom.
Guard your heart.
And my
dad has always told me that growing up.
And so my mom said that to me, and I've been in a relationship for a long time, and she was saying this towards the beginning of the relationship, and was just saying, guard your heart, guard your heart. And for me, I guess, because at the beginning of a relationship, we've done a lot of growth, so it wasn't really the best at the beginning. And I'm thinking, like, oh, she's just my mom, or, like, oh, she just doesn't want me to love him, but, like, I love him, and, like, all these thoughts, whatever, that, like, I didn't really receive what she was saying, right? And, like, as I've gotten older and as I've gotten closer to God, I've realized that it's not even about, guarding your heart is not even about the way that you love. And that's what I was associating with, because when it says guard your heart, it's just saying that, one, do not, like, I feel like it's associated with like putting people or things in a place of dependency where they're not supposed to be, whether that's friends, whether that's family, whether that's relationships, whatever it is. But it's like, you have to make sure that your heart is, one, only dependent on God first, and so that it can be so solid enough, and that you can just love, so that if these people, because you cannot like, you can't trust people all the time, and people are going to hurt you. Like, we're human.
Yep.
So it's like, whenever these people do something or whatever, like, you're not in shambles. Like, that's what, like, protecting your heart and like guarding your heart is all about, because it's like, you have to guard it with the right thing, which that right thing for me is like the Lord.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I never really, because when I received it, I was like, what do you mean? Like, was associating it with like love. Like, I'm like, what do you mean, like, guard my heart? Like, how can I not break down and like love him, or like say these things to him, or be open or whatever? Like, it's not about that. It's not about that. Like, it's really not about that. Like,
It
when
applies
somebody
to
says
anything.
Yeah, it's like when somebody says guard your heart, like, it's not associated to, because I can still have my heart guarded, like, right now, because the focus changed. So I'm putting God first. My heart is guarded. He's protecting my heart. I go to him with everything. And so if something were to happen, let's say in my relationship or whatever, it's like, it doesn't break me to the point where I'm lost, or I'm backsliding, or I'm in like or I'm just ready to go. Like, like, it doesn't get there, because I have guarded my heart with the Lord. You get what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
Like, that's one, that was the second one, and that came from my mom. Love you, Mom. And Mom, I'm listening.
We love you,
I'm
Mom.
listening. Okay. It just takes me a while. And this happens to everybody. Like, when you're a kid, I was like 17, 18. Like, I'm not.
Especially parents.
Like, I'm not processing that for real. But like, I'm 23. Like, I understand. I have to go through stuff. So like, y'all, and like, for y'all who like, if your parents are speaking to you, like, I know that y'all can probably relate to like growing up, and then you like go through something or hear something from your parents, and then it's like, dang, like, she actually meant this, or like God will show you like what they were meaning, because sometimes maybe your parents won't even speak out of the place of that it's supposed to be. Like, maybe they'll just speak out of somewhere where they want you to be. But when you're older, like, God will show you what its true intention was, or he'll show you.
That's right, parents.
So yeah, but and then the last one that I have is from our pastor. He said this to me when I was struggling a couple years ago, and this one isn't really, it was a question, but that question literally like made me like think so much. And I might have another one, because I just thought of that, but that question made me like, whoo. But it was just this simple: do you really trust God? That was the question. And in that season, like, I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah, like, duh, like, what you mean? Like, yeah. No. No, I didn't. And like nobody ever, and I don't even, like, it's that simple, but it's just like, do you really trust God? Like, with the stuff that you're going through right now, with what you're questioning, with what you're doubting, with what you're scared about, with what you're worrying about, do you actually trust him? Because if you really trust him, why?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And like, it made me like reevaluate everything that I was going through. And I was just like, wow. I was just like, okay.
That's good.
I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
That was, before I say this other thing that popped into my head, did you remember yours yet?
I did, actually.
You can go first.
Yeah.
We kind
of already talked about it, but I think like best advice I receive, and something I'll tell y'all, it's like to do your best in everything that you do, because you have been trusted with things that the Lord has given you for a reason, and he wants you to glorify him in that. Even if it's not something, for example, like I'm a worship leader at my church, and like for the longest time it's like, oh, well, I need to do the best and help, make this the best for him and everything. But I realized that ministry, yes, that's a ministry, but there's ministry in my 9-to-5 job that I work. There's ministry in going to to food banks, and there's ministry in doing things that are outside of the church. There's actually more ministries in that you encounter daily than when you go to church on a Sunday or on a Wednesday or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything that you do is a ministry.
Yeah, because ministry is
you have to put it, you have to put everything that you can and do as best as you can with everything. Even if you don't like it, you have to do the best for it because it's glorifying the Lord.
Yeah.
Because he has entrusted you in that, and he has put you there for a reason. You don't know what hearts and souls that you are changing just by loving them and just by smiling at them, just by saying hello and just by being there, being the light that they need. Like, there's just so much that we take for granted. We don't even see that there is glory in that.
Yeah.
There's honor in that.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like a privilege to.
It is.
It's like just serving others, and I feel like ministry stems from minister, and so ministering to people is just anywhere that you can spread
helping
the
public,
anywhere
helping the public in
the
something that doesn't even have to do with like the Lord, for example. Like, I work in a job. I mean, I work with people who work with landlord tenant and everything's like this. Like, I don't talk about Jesus to them, because it's a little tricky, but still helping them to, help them find food, helping them find somewhere to stay, helping them with anything that I can help them. That is glorifying because you're helping people. You are like, the Lord is asking you to help people.
Well, it's like it's like people don't realize that. Well, like, you can still like show somebody Jesus.
Oh, for sure.
Without like even telling Jesus, without
saying Jesus
first, because one, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're exhibiting the fruits of the Spirit.
Amen.
You're exhibiting the things that He wants you to be anyway. So then when you come in contact with people that maybe don't know Him or whatever the case may be, they experience that. And sometimes just that in itself, that's what opens up the door to the opportunity to you to be able to spread the gospel or whatever you need to do. But it's like that but
it's still loving your neighbor. It's still
it's like you exhibit the things that we should be doing.
So if you feel discouraged in somewhere where you are or think that you don't want to do, like, remember that you're there for a reason, and you need to do your best at it, even if it's not where you think you want to be or what you think is your calling. We all have assignments and we all have different things to do, and it's there for a reason, and we need to do the best in it and help the people around us the best in it as well, because that makes the Lord happy. Yeah. So that's just some advice that I received, but also I want to share to people, because it's like everything we do is a ministry. It's not just the church stuff. It's more, like I said, more because we spend more time outside of the church.
Right.
Than, well, most people do. Right. I'm at church like 4 days a week, and I love it. There a lot, I'm saying, as a member of a church, like, you're only there on a Sunday, sometimes on another day, but do just honor and glorify what you do for the Lord every day, because.
And mine, like, the other one that I thought of was, like, who said this to me? It was kind of put in a question too, but I'll explain more of it. But I'm pretty sure my boyfriend said this to me. It was when all these things, every time you get good advice, y'all, it's like every time you're going through something that's just wild, you always just get that one person or like those people and make sure y'all have those people. If you guys are going through hard times and you don't have anybody around you that's speaking goodness and truth into your life, then you guys need to look around you.
Look at your circle.
But yeah, you guys need to take a look at that. But it's always those times, and I was going through something, and he, what we were talking about it, and he said, in the form of a question, like, are you really going to God with everything? And it's these questions, like these simple questions that, like, you could just be like, I don't know, doing your own thing. You don't really think of these questions, and I just thought of that, and I'm like, dang, like, I thought I was, but like maybe I'm not fully releasing it, because God doesn't ask you to just bring Him the pretty or bring Him the like oh, like you're trying to be fine. One thing, like he knows your heart. He knows everything that you were going to do. He knows you. So he knows exactly how you feel, but
you can't trick God.
Yeah, no,
you can't trick him.
He's literally like waiting for you to like come to him so that he can like be like, dang, she came to me, now here. Like now I can show you that I'm here. Now I can confirm this and now I can help you out. And like I wasn't really like bringing him everything to an extent. Like I really thought I was, but then as soon as he said that, I knew what it was exactly, that I was not really taking to God, and I wasn't really like fully letting him have that area. And like sometimes we have to do that, and sometimes we have to look at ourselves and be like, what is it in my life? Is there a specific area that I'm not even really talking to him about? I'm not sharing with him. I'm not thinking about it, whether it's bad, ugly, good, pretty, whatever it is, because he wants it all. He said he wants you. Come to him with everything. Like, so that was a big thing for me. I know you already said what advice you would give someone. I would give, I think I have two things. Best advice I would give someone, because I learned this lesson, never idolize something that God gave you.
Talk about
I
it.
learned that lesson real fast. I learned that lesson real fast. Never idolize something God gave you. He's supposed to be first. Don't even try to put something else up there. Like you have to realize if something else is up there, and like if it's taken away from the time that you're spending with him, like that's already something.
Yep.
If you're not able to see, if you're trying to justify things, especially sin, like if you're trying to justify it, if there's things that's making you justify it, if like you just got to pay attention to all these things that are happening, because once you start putting something above him, like he's most likely going to take it away. Two, you'll just start opening doors and allowing other things to like just come into your life and just kind of put you on a spiral or in a path that you're not really supposed to be going on, because at that point you're choosing, especially when you know up here, like at that point you're choosing. So that's what I would give to the people. That's one thing, because don't do that. I learned that real fast. And God was like, oh, you think you about to idolize this and I gave it to you? Yoink. I'm gonna just grab it. And I was like, I was so broken. And that's how you know, because I was literally broken. That was the worst thing I ever went through in my life. And like that part was like, dang, like that's how you know, like you're not okay. Like you've never been like, y'all, like I wasn't eating. I lost like 20 pounds. Like I was getting sick. Like I was not okay.
Yeah.
And the Lord is like, girl.
It was rough.
Be like, girl, are you so for real?
Yeah.
Like be so for real, girl.
It was hard to witness it.
Yeah, because she was there and like I was literally just not okay. And like, and then I eventually like, because this is something that he would want us to have, okay? It's different if it's something that he does not want you to have. So in this instance, it was something that he wanted me to have, but I just couldn't. I was not dealing with it in the correct way. So eventually I got to the place where I got it back and I was able to have it back, and then he blessed it. So because I was able to put him in the correct place. So
that's good.
That was my first thing. The second thing, also learned through a lesson, is learn to wait and be still. Learn to wait and be still. Like literally, you have to learn to wait on things, to not control them, to trust God in them, and just be still and put yourself in a place where you can hear him and like listen to whatever he's trying to tell you. Like you have to be okay with, and people who maybe aren't even believers, like you have to be okay being in a space to where something might not go the way you want it to. Something might not be happening, but you're okay. And you're not getting anxiety or overwhelmed or overthinking or whatever it is, trying to like just make things happen, when like just relax. Like literally just relax. But that's my two, girl.
All in due time.
Yeah,
all
literally,
in due time.
all in due time.
Even if you don't believe, all in due time.
Yeah,
like
everything
that's meant to happen for you and to you is going to. But just learn to appreciate where you are too in that, and like what the Lord wants from you in that, and what he wants to speak to you in that, and also just what you can appreciate. Like sometimes I feel like we don't appreciate I'm speaking this out of experience because I'm in that waiting season, but I feel like it's hard for me to sometimes appreciate where I am right now, like not realizing that I'm living answered prayers every single day. Yeah. And I don't take that into account because I'm always looking at what I don't have. Right. I'm looking at the fruit in the tree that I don't have when there's a million of like Eve and Adam and Eve in the garden. Like they are like, this is the one tree you cannot have. You cannot eat from. And there's a million other trees probably, they're in the garden. Yeah. That they could literally be enjoying, but because there's that one thing that they could not go to or have fruit from, it messed everything up for them. Yeah.
And then it's like, I'm just thinking, like, y'all, this is not in the Bible, so do not catch me. But it's like, what if, like, God just told them not to eat from it? So then you have, like, what if the animals and whatever, they over there eating, they over there chilling and eating, and then he like, y'all two don't eat from this tree. And then they over there like, but giraffe over here eating from the tree. Or like, but little snake over there eating from the tree. Like, why can't I eat from the tree? Like, what did you like? Like to me, like it's just like you look at everything like you can't do. Like
we always look at what we can't do or we can't have or anything. Yeah, and that's it's just temporarily. You don't know, and also you don't know that there's better out there.
Yeah, and especially like in a waiting because we're both in waiting. We're in waiting seasons in different aspects of waiting. Yeah. But like it's like literally you start doing that, and that's basically comparison. Yeah. That kind of leads us into the next question. Honestly, like literally. Because what is your confidence level 1 through 10, and do you ever compare, causing your confidence to suffer, and why?
Woo, baby.
Nah, because that comparison.
That's a loaded one.
That comparison right there, that's going to get you every time.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
Because as soon as you like right now, I'm in a relationship. I'm like, oh, I want to get married. Like, oh, I want to be like them. Like, you can start comparing. I want to be like them. I want what they have. I want this. Not knowing that behind closed doors, like, it could not even be what's on the outside. Like, people don't even have everything. Like, there's stuff that happens that people don't even show. So when you're comparing, especially to people, to whatever, like, it don't matter. Or even with looks, it's like, oh my gosh, I want to be so pretty like her. Or I want to do this. I want to do that. It's like you might have no idea that girl or that guy goes home and literally cries because of the way. So you're asking for something that they're not even appreciative of. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it just gets with your head, like when you start to do that. And it's like you're not really happy. You're not really content because you're so caught up in what they have and everything like that. Yeah.
But what would you say is your confidence level right now?
My confidence okay, hold on. My confidence level, confidence in like looks or like confidence just
both.
Okay, confidence with looks, that's kind of hard for me. I probably, on like a good day, my personal confidence maybe like a 7. But I feel like it's mainly most of the time like a 6 with like looks. And that's me being honest. Like, that's just how I am sometimes. Yeah. And then like, I don't know, there might be like one or like a couple days that I think I'm the finest person on the planet.
Period, because she is.
But but yeah, those are rare. But I thank the Lord for those. Yeah. And like, I still appreciate myself and know the beauty that I have on the days that I don't feel like it. So I guess that kind of bumps the confidence up in general because I know where my beauty comes from. So. Period. And then, confidence in the other aspect, I guess it's just like personality or like stuff like that. I'm really bold. So like, I don't know, mine will probably be high numbers, like 8, 9. I'm not gonna say a 10, but yeah. It's just like I've got to the point of like, it's like I know who I am. Mm-hmm. Like I know who I am as a woman. I know who I am. And like, yes, I'm growing and yes, we're young. So like, it's like, yes, we have things to learn and stuff like that. But in that area, like aspect, it's like I am pretty confident. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. About you?
That's good. Yeah. Confidence and looks. I could talk for a whole other hour on this alone, but
another episode.
Right. Yeah, that's for another episode. I'm not gonna get too deep into it right now, but right now I would say like on a good day I would say 7, 8, which is a big deal for me because I'm not used to feeling that way. Especially younger, I would not feel that way at all.
Oh, what was like a biggest insecurity, like either when you were like younger, insecurity?
I've always just been bigger than all the girls around me, and even if I wasn't, I was told that I was. So I've always had that mindset, and I was also told that was bad.
Yeah.
But we're all unique, we're all different, but and that's, like I said, I could talk about this a whole other episode.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, for me, insecurity.
Because I could really get into it, but no, confidence level, it's 7, 8 on a good day, because I've thankfully, like, the Lord has, it's not, I wouldn't even say it's confidence, but it's Godfidence. Like, I feel like the Lord has really revealed to me, like, that it's okay to stick out and be different, and that, you know, like, He created me. Like, the creator of the universe, who made the stars, who made the trees, who cares for the lilies and the birds. Like, He created me. He needed us here. Yeah. And he made us fearfully and wonderfully. So it's like, I try to think that, and there's something that I've also been trying to do is, like, with clothing, like, people are always, I'm not going to say who, but there's several people in my life who are always like, I don't want to buy this or get this until I lose weight or do whatever. But it's like something that has actually helped me in my confidence is buying cute clothes for me now.
Yes.
Because that helps me feel confident, that helps me feel loved, that helps my body feel loved, and it helps me love myself more, because I look back at pictures of myself when I was younger and skinnier, and I just thought I hated myself. Bro, I literally hated myself. I hated my body, and I was never dressing up nice because I was, like, always just in this hate mode. And, like, now it's just like, no, like, if I see a cute outfit, I'm gonna buy it now. Like, my body keeps me alive. I'm healthy. Like, my body deserves to feel loved. Even if it's hard for me to even think it, I need to force myself to feel loved and feel cute, because I am cute.
Yes.
We are cute. And, you know, my confidence has always been struggling with my body, but facially, don't feel like I've really struggled.
The face card never.
No, but her face card never declines. Okay. I love my eye color. I think I
y'all probably can't see because y'all not that close, but her eyes are like brown and green, and they be changing colors.
Hey, when I cry, they turn green. So you may see it in a little bit, but no. But I just, like, I think my eyes have helped me with confidence, and, like, I'm learning to love my body shape, because, like, I'm a little curvier, and I've like looking back now, it's like, I like being curvier. Like, I don't really want to be thin. Not that it's bad, but it's just like, I like being curvier.
Just for you. It's just like,
I like having, like,
and like your body type in general. It's like, even if you started losing weight or whatever, I feel like you would still be a curvy
It's just
girl.
very Latina, and I love that, because I'm a Latina. Mucha Latina. It's giving Latina. So, you know, I just learned, it's kind of embracing that root and that culture. And so, you know, I've grown in that, and like I said, it's a miracle that I can say even 7 or 8, because I never would have said that. And don't get me wrong, there's days where it doesn't feel like that at all. Like I said, that's not a good day. Some days it's like a 4 or a 5, but we learn, okay? We just have to get up from the bed anyways. We have to put on the outfit anyways. We have to do the makeup anyways, because trust me, even just putting on mascara can make a difference in how you feel and how you just go about your day.
Yeah.
So I've really been trying to stick to that. And personality-wise, you said you're not gonna give yourself a 10, but honestly, I'm gonna give myself a 10.
Well, like, if we're rating it, like, if, like, oh, it's like, what do you rate yourself? Like, what do you rate your, like, so, like, that? And then, like, oh, yeah, like, my personality is a 10. Okay. 10 out of 10. But, like, I'm just thinking, like, for myself. Like, like, for myself, like.
No, I mean, okay, let me be real. I genuinely do, I don't want to say take pride, but I think I've always been very mature and kind of ahead of the game, and I would like to say sometimes wise. And
same.
I just think personality-wise, like, I'm funny, smart. Kidding. But no, I love making people laugh. I love being social. I love being a hard worker and working a lot. I love working. Crazy, believe it or not. I love working. I do like having days off where I do nothing, but, like, I always find something to do, because it's just hard for me to not. There's just qualities that I see that I'm like, I love doing this. So I don't know, personality-wise, I just feel like, yeah, granted, there's things I need to work on. A lot of it does stem from insecurity and, you know, that. But, like, the Lord's working on me with that. But other than that, like, I feel pretty mature. I don't feel like I struggle with some immaturity things and stuff like that a lot of people our age do. So I'm like I feel good. Like 9.
I've always been like, for me, like I've always been kind of more mature. Like even when I was young, like younger, growing up, like I always gravitate towards like more older groups of people or friends just because of the way that I act or the way that I speak. Like it's always been. And now like since like I feel like God is kind of just using that wisdom in us anyway. Like now since we're getting closer to Him, He's like, okay, well now you're gonna be wise for real. And like learn all these things.
So truly, like personality wise, character wise, everything, I feel, I mean, it's more than my physical, it's more like my inside. I feel confident about that. Like I like being different, I like being unique. I'm not saying to be quirky, oh my god, I'm so unique, I'm so everything. No, but like
it's just having a confidence.
Difference. It's just I'm okay.
There's a difference from being like prideful and like arrogant to just being confident in yourself. And
I'm just secure and being
insecure.
I'm just secure, like inside, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And who I am on the inside. I'm very secure. I don't think that has wavered. Yeah. So
I know for me too, like insecurity, because it was pretty much the same. Like growing up, like I was more like curvy and like my body processed a little bit faster than like everybody else. And like when that starts happening, then you have the adults, like especially like the women, like talking to you more. It's the adults, like talking to you more like, oh, you wearing that, like you fast, or like or like different things like that, or like you or like I did get bullied a little bit like because of my size or in middle school. And it's like it's like I wasn't even like
it's just crazy looking
and
back.
like and it's crazy looking back because like I was telling myself like, oh my gosh, like you're big, or like I don't like my body, or whatever. And then when it's like if I look at pictures now, it's like I was so small. It's like I was so small. And like I'm currently, because I'm at the point now where it's like I want to lose weight like for myself, because like I have a certain goal and it's for me and me only. And like it's just like now, like, and I did this after I started just appreciating my body where it was first, before I even made that decision. Because it's like now that I appreciate my body here, it's like, okay, well, realistically, what was my goal? Like, what would I want to get to? And then I'm starting to do it. So, but it's like in a better space about it, because it's like now I appreciate it wherever I was. I'm kind of I need to get better at buying clothes. Yes, because
I still catch you saying that. I'm like,
I like literally.
It does wonder. It really does wonders for your self-esteem.
But for me, it's kind of hard. Like for my girls out there, and I don't know if this applies to guys too, because it might. Like,
for sure.
But like I know, like for girls, this happens like a lot, where like your body's just like the proportions are different, especially when like you're losing or gaining weight or whatever. And like my proportions are kind of very interesting, so it's like me just wanting it to look right and things like that. And I'm like, dang, like it seems like I can't find nothing that I actually like, that actually like makes me feel confident, that's cute. And like I've been doing that, and I've been trying to like find my style. Like, and I really want to like.
I will say finding your style that you like is definitely helps, so you know what to look for and what to stay away from. I think that has helped me. So we should do like a style quiz one day. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, for real.
Because
I want to do the like color. Have you seen?
I want to do a color analysis. So
it's like
bad.
What colors look good on you and stuff.
Yeah, I really would love to do that. Oh my gosh! Imagine we do it on the podcast. Be like, this one sucks on you. It's like, oh, thanks. I knew that.
Don't wear that.
No, stay away.
Ever wear
like me with orange. Like stay away, orange. And orange and yellow is not it for me. Unless it's like a burnt orange, maybe.
Yeah.
No.
Not like the traffic cone orange.
Absolutely not.
Like it's giving traffic.
It's giving traffic cone.
Giving Big Bird and traffic cone.
Yeah.
Bad. But okay, so next question also goes a little bit deeper. These next 2 questions, they go a little bit deeper for you guys, and they are our last 2 questions, so just keep watching. So what do you think is something our generation struggles with?
Goodness. Okay.
Generation, by the way, we did say we're 23, so that's
Gen Z-ish.
Yes.
Just Gen Z, Zillennial, maybe some Millennial.
Zillennials.
We're speaking to y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I think
maybe even
was something that we struggle with. Oh,
yeah,
God.
I think the generation struggles.
I think, well, one thing I think is comparison. I know we already talked about it, but I think this generation struggles really bad with comparison. And this is outside of looks. This is like comparison
in
general with everything, where you are in life and what other people are doing around you. Like, the grass is not always greener on the other side. Like, especially with social media and these things, like, there's always a picture that's being in a video that's being played that's not even real. Like, that's not even happening for real. Mm-hmm. And because we see it, we're like, oh my gosh, like, look what they have, and why can't I do this and do this and that? But it's like, it's not even what's all meant, like, out to be. Like, we don't know what's happening behind closed doors. Real.
I put that kind of in the category, like, comparison or whatever, but I feel like that we're really hard on ourselves when like, we're not supposed to be, like, hard. I feel like that people are hard on yourselves, and that kind of goes into that thing, like, thinking that you have to have it all together, or thinking that you have to be a certain place, like, right now, that just because you're looking at stuff, or like it's like that. No, it's like that's not realistic, and like it's okay to not like be somewhere where you thought you were going to be. Like, it's okay, like, things happen. And then for one, because this kind of goes to my next, it's okay to not be okay. Because I feel like this generation also struggles with communication and like feeling things. And it's like, it's okay, one, to not be okay. And men, I'm talking to y'all, because it's okay to not be okay. There's a lot of men that, like, it's like so hard to like process feelings or to like talk about those things, and like, and it's so important. It's so important. And like, even the girls who like, or girls or guys who just hold everything in, and you just hold it in and don't say anything and don't communicate that to anybody. Like, it, like,
we're not meant to do that.
We're literally not. Like, we're supposed to fellowship and commune and confess things to others. Like, that's what we're supposed to do. That's what we were created.
Even if you're introverted, we are all meant to be.
Introverts on the deep part.
I'm talking to y'all because I know y'all.
You know that you want somebody.
Me too. But also, get over it. You got to talk to somebody.
Nah, for real. You know that you want, even if it's that one close person, you know that you need people.
It needs to be at least one person.
You need people. We need people.
We were made for that. We're made for people.
You literally were. Like, you can't go through, you were not meant to be alone, and you can't go through things alone, and you're not alone. Like, people think that they, like, oh, I can't say this because people won't understand. Nobody understands. Or I can't say this because whatever. Find somebody who does, because I promise you, there's somebody. There's somebody who
there's 7 billion people, 8 billion people, and you think you're not going to find one person?
Or you think, and if you think that you have a group of friends and you can't communicate and talk to things about them or whatever,
then you're not in the right group of friends, honey boo boo.
Let me hold your hand when I say this to you. They're not your friends.
They're not your friends. No, like, but we need to talk about that. Some people are not your friends.
No.
Some people are not your friends.
Because even like when you have real friends, like, even conflict is very different. Conflict is very different. The way that you talk about things is very different when you have those group of friends.
Yep.
Those real group of friends.
But something that kind of came up to me about what we struggle with as a generation, I think grace, like giving grace to people and to each other, is really hard. Like, I feel like our generation is so intense about everything, like everything that we see around each other, and we're just quick to not even hear everything and just quick to cancel, quick to it's just very, like, we do not see grace for people, but grace is the one thing that our generation needs for each other, because we are all struggling with things.
And literally something that we were given, so it's like, if it's given to us, like, we have to
have grace for people. People make mistakes.
They make mistakes. Especially, they do stuff. We're not going to, people hurt you. Like, you're not going to be able to.
Like, if you make a mistake, wouldn't you want to be forgiven? Wouldn't you want grace? Why do we not apply that to everyone else that's around? Even people that we don't know, like, don't get me wrong, there's some people, celebrities, they should know better. But I just feel like we hold grudges and we hold these things against people, either in our day-to-day lives or people that we see, but that's not what we're called to do.
Yeah, and I do have...
Now, hold them responsible, yes. And yes, there are consequences. We are not freedom of consequences, okay? We have consequences, but there's grace that needs to be given. We need more grace.
Yeah, for real. And I know for sure, because I just listed some, but we already went over that. But lust, anxiety, love of money, those are ones that I have. Like, and I know that we struggle, this generation kind of struggles with that too.
And also just substance abuse.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you cannot have any kind of fun without being high or sober, like drunk, there's something wrong.
Yeah, because that's not where fun stems from.
No.
Your view of fun is perverted. It's honestly.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we have a little wine or a little something here and there, but if you have to be blasted to where you can't even remember the night before, or you need to have this to have fun, to feel something, that's not good. That's not good. And I think our generation struggles with that really bad.
Yeah, really, real bad.
Real bad. Real bad.
And we pretty much, we have one more question for you guys. And so this one is, what would you tell your younger self right now?
Oh, that's a loaded question. What I would tell my younger self right now is to love yourself. Like, love you. You're unique. You're beautiful. You don't listen to the people. Don't even listen to the people in your life, because they're not even going to be there when where you are now. They have nothing. They have done nothing to you to even make an impact. So why are their words having an impact back then? Because they're not even in your life now. Yeah. But like it's just like it goes back to the insecurity thing. But like, just I would tell like younger me, love yourself. You're beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Like, you are beautiful not only on the outside but on the inside. And that's what I would just tell myself, because I needed to hear that, because I was not being told that. Yeah. At that age. So.
Oh, little Rebecca.
Little Rebecca, I love you.
I would tell my younger self, I'd probably tell, just because of where I am now, like, I would probably tell my younger self that, like, your relationship with God is not a game. Like, Christianity and, like just getting to know God is like, it's not a game. And like, I would probably tell myself, I'll be hard on myself and be like, hey, like, you need to take it seriously, because you know some things that are happening and you're kind of just not listening. And it's like, hey, like, you got to tap into this, like, because if I would have did it when I knew I should have did it, my life probably could have been so different by now. Like, and that's probably, but I'm right where I'm supposed to be. But that's probably one thing that
I remember something else I was gonna say too, because you just remind me. But like, younger me, don't settle. You deserve good things. Yes. You deserve good things. You're worthy of good things. Yes. I know you don't think so, but you deserve good things. There's something else I was gonna say. Don't settle. You deserve good things. Yeah, I think that's. There was something else, but it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, but yeah, you deserve good things. So allow good things to happen to you.
But yes, okay, you guys. So that is our questions for you guys. If you guys have any more questions, like, please comment and let us know if you guys want to know anything else about us, and we will answer them for you.
Yeah, let us know your favorite part of today.
Yes, your favorite part of this episode.
Did you learn something? Did something stick with you?
Yes, and now that you guys know us a little more, like, just get ready to go on this ride with us.
Yeah.
But today we just want to thank you all for listening, and just, again, make sure that you follow, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of those things.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
And remember to not only speak on it, but act on it too. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Speak on it. Speak on it.